Some corners are just corners, and then there's the Lorenzo Corner. The final turn at Jerez, the scene of legends being made and rivalry set ablaze. From Doohan versus Crivillé to Rossi's most savage send, this corner is MotoGP chaos at its finest. So let's dive into the most iconic moments from turn 13 in Jerez. Let's rewind to 1996. Spain, Jerez. The crowd is on its feet because their local hero, Alex Crivillé, is about to beat five-time world champion Mick Doohan on home soil. Crivillé leads into the final lap and looks to have Doohan held off, until a fan evasion on the track causes Crivillé to lift off slightly. Doohan continues to stalk him in classic hunter mode, and eventually, at the final corner, Doohan, now close enough, dives inside and barely touches his teammate. Crivillé goes wide and too eager on the throttle as he sends the 500cc Honda crashing into the 13th corner. Doohan wins, Crivillé goes down, the grandstand erupts, but not in celebration, but dismay and disbelief. It wasn't dirty, it was just racing. Brutal, old school, edge of your seat racing. Fast forward to 2005 and what might be the most famous final corner move in MotoGP Jerez history. Rossi and Gibernau, tied in tension all race, and a culmination of an off-season rivalry comes to blow in one corner. Gibernau has the advantage, but Rossi lunges from miles back into turn 13. Contact with the Spaniard, pushing him off the track, Gibernau in shock, and Rossi wins. It was wild, it was aggressive, some said unfair, but Rossi called it hard racing. Gibernau, he was defeated, and proved Valentino Rossi right. He would never win another MotoGP race. From that moment on, turn 13 in Jerez had a reputation. If you're leading that fight, be ready for war. 2013, the year the turn 13 becomes the Lorenzo Corner. The world champion slash the old king versus the new prince slash the rookie. Jorge Lorenzo leads the charge for second place, and Marquez wants to make a statement. Not just for points, but for pride. Marquez made numerous attempts to beat Jorge but couldn't quite make it stick. Only one more corner to attack. Turn 13 beckons, Lorenzo defending, and rookie Mark sends the move, clatters into Lorenzo. Just like Rossi and Gibernau before them, Lorenzo was forced wide and Marquez stole second. And what is crazy is that those 4 points that Marquez pinched that Lorenzo lost would be the difference in the championship at the end of the season. Lorenzo was furious. No handshake, just a finger wag, and no forgiveness. But that day proved that Marquez wasn't here to ask permission, and he wasn't here to settle into MotoGP like a lot of people thought he would. He was here to take everything, in which he achieved. And just in case you thought that Lorenzo Corner only picks fights in MotoGP, you would be wrong. Moto2, Moto3, World Superbike and even Red Bull rookies. This corner has seen it all. Crashes, passes, heartbreak. It's not just the last corner of the lap, it's the last chance to rewrite the race. But what makes Lorenzo Corner so special? Well, it's the theatre. The crowd is right there, the stakes are always high, and that tight left-hander just invites you to try something even when logic says don't. And that's why this weekend, as MotoGP returns to Jerez, all eyes will be on the final corner once again, because history tells us it's never over until turn 13 says it is. From Crivillé's heartbreak to Marquez madness, Lorenzo Corner is more than just a bend in the track. It's a character in MotoGP's story. Let me know your favourite final corner moment from Jerez in the comment section down below, and rest assured, if we see another move like that this weekend, I'll be right here to discuss it with you guys on KneeDown. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.